Most seniors believe that eggs are the ultimate source of protein. But here's the truth, they might be missing out. What if I told you that the food ranked number 3 on today's list has over 5 times the protein content of eggs per 100 grams, and that's not even the most powerful one? The number 1 food on our list packs even more protein, and it's so potent that scientists are studying it to help stroke survivors rebuild muscle mass. To put things in perspective, 100 grams of eggs provide about 13 grams of protein. But the foods in this video, some deliver up to 60 grams of protein per 100 grams, completely redefining what high protein really means. Here's the horrifying reality. 99% of seniors are unaware that these exist. In the meantime, around age 60, muscle mass gradually disappears, leading to weakness, sluggish walking, and even falls. In this video, we list the 10 foods that are higher in protein than eggs in order of importance. Stay still because number 1, which is located in the strangest section of the store, may be the most underappreciated yet effective muscle-building food on the globe. Indeed, all of the claims made in this movie are supported by actual published research, which is linked in the description below. Tell us where you're watching from and how your energy has been lately in the comments section before we get started. Every comment is being read and responded to. Let's get started right away with food number 10. Although it is hidden in plain sight, most people are unaware of its true power. 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams of strained non-fat Greek yogurt. You've probably heard that Greek yogurt is good for you, but most seniors are unaware of how high in protein the strained non-fat variety actually is. It easily outperforms a cooked egg, which only provides about 6.3 grams of protein per 100 grams, with over 10 grams. That's less fat and almost twice as much muscle-building value. The triple-strained technique is what distinguishes Greek yogurt. By doing this, a large portion of the lactose and liquid whey are eliminated, leaving behind a rich, creamy texture that is extremely high in protein. According to a 2020 clinical review in Nutrients, older persons who ate at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein per day, particularly when paired with walking, had a 25% improvement in muscle preservation over a 12-week period. The finest aspect? Even people with minor lactose intolerance or sensitive stomachs can easily consume and digest Greek yogurt. Avoid the sugary fruit on the bottom variants for the most benefit. Alternatively, use plain non-fat Greek yogurt and mix in fresh berries or a spoonful of powdered flax seeds. It can also be used as a high-protein creamy basis for dips, sauces, and smoothies. Let's now discuss an unexpected protein champion that has probably been collecting dust in your pantry for years. 11.2 grams of protein per 100 grams of cooked chickpeas. Although most people just think of chickpeas as a filler for soups or salads, they actually contain something quite potent. When it comes to preserving muscle, chickpeas outperform eggs with almost 11 grams of protein per 100 grams when cooked. Additionally, unlike eggs, chickpeas provide fiber, which is something that seniors greatly require. Your capacity to maintain lean muscle mass as you age is directly impacted by improved digestion, stable blood sugar, and reduced inflammation. According to a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older persons who switched from animal protein to plant-based alternatives, such as legumes, had improvements in their gut microbiota and a 26% decrease in age-related changes. Magnesium, which is abundant in chickpeas, aids in the normal contraction and recovery of your muscles. Soaking chickpeas overnight prior to cooking maximizes their nutritional availability and facilitates digestion. You can toss them into stews, soups, and curries, roast them till crispy for a savory snack, or mash them into hummus with garlic and olive oil. They are among the most adaptable high-protein meals, and you're probably not using them enough because of their nutty flavor and creamy texture. Let's move on to a dish that is frequently disregarded due to its diminutive size, but each bite delivers an even more potent protein punch. 14 grams of protein per 100 grams of cooked quinoa. Quinoa is typically thought of as a trendy grain or as a carbohydrate. However, quinoa might be one of the best additions to your meal if you're over 60, particularly for lunch or breakfast. Why? Because even after cooking, quinoa still contains roughly 14 grams of full high-quality protein per 100 grams. Yes, exactly. One of the few plant meals that includes all 9 essential amino acids that your body is unable to produce on its own is quinoa. It's not just high in protein, your muscles can truly absorb and use this usable protein to build strength. The extremely high lysine content of quinoa makes this even more crucial for elderly. Collagen creation, calcium absorption, and muscle healing all depend on lysine. According to a 2022 study published in Nutrients, seniors who ate quinoa every day saw a 9% boost in leg strength in just 8 weeks when compared to a control group that ate white rice. For optimal benefits, quinoa is best prepared by soaking it overnight. This raises the bioavailability of proteins and decreases anti-nutrients like saponins. For extra minerals, boil it slowly with bone broth or low-sodium vegetable stock. For an added anti-inflammatory benefit, you can even add black pepper or turmeric. Quinoa is a great base for stir-fries, warm salads, or even savory breakfast bowls with mushrooms and sautéed spinach on top. Consistency is crucial. Energy and muscle recovery can be significantly improved by consuming just 3/4 cups per day. Let's proceed to the 7th number. Bodybuilders swear by this food, but most seniors utterly ignore it. 119 grams of protein per 100 grams of pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds, commonly known as pepitas, are surprisingly high in nutrients that help build muscle. They nearly double the amount of protein that eggs provide, with 19 grams per 100 grams. However, what comes with that protein is more important than just the amount. One of the best plant-based sources of magnesium, iron and zinc is pumpkin seeds. These are free minerals that older persons, particularly those over 60, frequently lack. Why is that important? Iron facilitates the supply of oxygen to muscle tissues. Zinc aids in the regulation of muscle regeneration, and magnesium directly affects muscular contraction and relaxation. Protein by itself is not enough to maintain lean muscle when your body is deficient in essential elements. Even better, a study in the Journal of Medicinal Food revealed that eating pumpkin seeds every day decreased signs of muscular inflammation in older persons by as much as 38% in just 12 weeks. This implies that you are actively correcting the silent inflammation that gradually erodes your muscle fibers rather than merely preserving your strength. To minimize unnecessary sodium and processing, pumpkin seeds are best used fresh and unsalted. They can be blended into smoothies, added to yogurt, or ground into seed butter for a high-protein creamy spread. You can get enough protein and minerals from just a few to significantly improve your power and recuperation. Next, let's discuss a food that you most likely connect with bodybuilders, but when utilized properly, it can also be quite beneficial for seniors. 20 grams of protein per 100 grams of tempeh. One of the most underappreciated and misunderstood protein sources for seniors is tempeh. In fact, its pure protein concentration is higher than that of eggs with 20 grams per 100 grams. The way that protein is supplied, however, is where the true benefit lies. Tempeh is prepared from entire fermented soybeans, as opposed to tofu, which is created from soy milk. In addition to making it easier for elderly people to digest, this fermentation process releases a potent range of nutrients that can directly shield aged muscle tissue. Leucine, which becomes crucial around age 60 as your muscles lose their reactivity to protein stimulation, is one of the 9 necessary amino acids found in tempeh that your body needs to rebuild muscle. What's even more amazing is that tempeh is a great source of probiotics, which are good bacteria in your stomach that affect how efficiently your body absorbs and uses protein. Not only does insufficient consumption contribute to muscle loss in many seniors, but poor digestion and absorption also play a role. Over the course of a year, seniors with more gut health kept 18% more lean muscle mass than those with less gut diversity, according to a research trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Tempeh provides the biological instruments to use them, as well as the building components. Slice tempeh thinly and pan-sear it with a little tamari or apple cider vinegar to add flavor without adding sugar or heavy fats. This will bring out the best in tempeh. For a high-protein, high-fiber crunch, you may add it to salads, pile it on sandwiches, or crumble it into a vegetable stir-fry. Additionally, because it is fermented, each meal promotes intestinal balance and inflammation control. Next up, we're going into a whole new protein realm that doesn't even originate from conventional foods, but it's revolutionizing the way seniors live their lives everywhere. Although it may appear to be pond slime, spirulina is one of the world's most effective diets for retaining muscle. The protein content of this deep green-blue algae is an astounding 29 grams per 100 grams in comparison to eggs. That is nearly 3 times. The true miracle, though, isn't quantity alone, it's how your body reacts to it. Since the protein in spirulina is about 85% accessible, your muscles will be able to absorb and utilize it far more effectively than they would with most animal products. Additionally, it's like delivering a direct message to your aged muscle fibers because it contains all 9 essential amino acids, including a high concentration of leucine, develop, mend, and fortify. Spirulina's potent anti-inflammatory properties only serve to enhance its already remarkable qualities. Low-grade inflammation, which prevents muscle regeneration and speeds up breakdown, is a common problem for seniors who are struggling with muscle loss. Phycocyanin, an uncommon molecule found in spirulina, has been proven in a 2022 study published in Nutrients to reduce levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a crucial indicator of inflammation, by 32%. Additionally, it increases nitric oxide, which facilitates better blood flow to muscle tissue, accelerating nutrient delivery and repair. Let's be clear now, it is not necessary to consume spoonfuls of spirulina powder on its own. It tastes best blended into warm porridge, right after cooking, or in a smoothie with banana, spinach, and a few walnuts. Additionally, you may mix it with dates and seeds to make your own protein balls. However, consistency is crucial. You can see significant effects in a matter of weeks with just a teaspoon each day. Next up, we'll explore one of the oldest muscle foods in the world, which most contemporary seniors have forgotten. However, it may be the protein on this list that is easiest to digest. To ensure that you don't miss any more videos like this, please hit the bell symbol, subscribe, and like the video if you have enjoyed it thus far. And I want to know whether you're with me if you're now watching. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comment section. If not, type 0.0 and mention your nation in the comments to let us know where you're watching from. We would be delighted to hear from you. Okay, let's get going. 4. Hemp seeds. 35 grams of protein per 100 gram. You've undoubtedly seen them buried in health shop shelves or sprinkled on smoothie bowls. The majority of seniors are unaware, however, that hemp seeds are among the world's most complete plant proteins. Additionally, they are in the center of this powerhouse list with an average protein content of 34 grams per 100 gram. The quality of hemp seeds, not just their protein content, is what really sets them apart. Hemp has all 9 essential amino acids in the proper ratios for your body. Unlike most plant proteins, it's not common. Quinoa isn't even as effective at meeting that standard, and that amino acid balance is crucial for seniors who lose muscle beyond the age of 60. Seniors who took full plant proteins such as hemp had considerably better muscle retention, faster post-exercise recovery, and less age-related weariness than those who did not, according to a 2021 review published in Frontiers in Nutrition. However, the advantages extend beyond muscle. Omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, particularly GLA, which are abundant in hemp seeds, can also assist older persons' heart health, boost brain function, and lessen joint inflammation. Eating them raw is the best way to reap their full benefits. To release their nutty, savory taste, sprinkle them over roasted vegetables while still warm, blend them into smoothies, or add a teaspoon to oatmeal. They are ideal for aging digestive systems, since, in contrast to many seeds, they are extremely easy to digest. Their delicate oils may be destroyed if they are cooked directly on high heat. The secret gem that most seniors are missing is hemp seeds, a simple, no-prep muscle snack that tastes better than eggs and can be added to any meal. 3. Seitan, 39 grams of protein per 100 gram. This isn't an addition. Most seniors have never ever heard of this plant-based powerhouse, which is subtly delivering more protein per bite than almost any meat you've ever eaten. The protein content of seitan, sometimes known as wheat meat, is an astounding 39 grams per 100 gram. That is comparable to the highest protein-dense animal diets. However, many meats cause inflammation, heavy digestion, and saturated fat as you age. Seitan's ease of absorption and digestion is what makes it particularly beneficial for elders. The primary protein in wheat, essential wheat gluten, is used to make it. However, the majority of the starch and fiber are removed during processing, leaving behind a nearly pure protein matrix. This means less strain on the intestines and faster absorption for older persons with impaired digestion or enzyme imbalances. According to a 2022 study in Clinical Nutrition (ESPN), seniors who ate plant-based protein isolates such as seitan maintained 21% greater lean muscle mass than those who ate a typical mixed diet. The worst part is still to come. Seitan is perfect for people with diabetes, high cholesterol, or excess weight because it is essentially fat-free and very low in carbohydrates. However, it doesn't end there. Another culinary chameleon is seitan. Compared to other soy-based alternatives, its firm, chewy texture more closely resembles the bite of meat, which can ease seniors' transition away from red meat without sacrificing flavor. It can be marinated and roasted to resemble barbecue chicken, grilled like steak strips, sautéed in garlic and olive oil, or sliced into stir-fries. Since the limited quantity of non-heme iron in seitan is better absorbed with vitamin C, it is best to eat it with iron-rich vegetables like bell peppers or kale for optimum nutrient synergy. It's one of the most underappreciated nutrients for maintaining muscles after age 60. Yet almost no one talks about it. It's in the plant-based section. Now prepare yourself if this surprised you, because it's matured for more than a year, melts in your mouth, and has 30% greater absorption than meat. The following dish not only has more protein than this one, but also builds muscle strength. 2. 42 grams of protein per 100 grams of Parmesan cheese. You might be surprised to learn that your refrigerator has one of the world's most concentrated protein sources. It's not flesh either. It's not an addition. It's old, gritty, and frequently grated carelessly. Real Parmesan cheese, not the powdered variety in the green bottle, is what we're referring to. There are an astounding 42 grams of protein in 100 grams of real hard Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy. That is more than twice as much protein as milk or cottage cheese, more than eggs, and more than most beef cuts. However, how well your body absorbs that protein is what really makes it effective for seniors. Parmesan is rich in free-form amino acids and incredibly low in lactose due to its 12 to 36-month aging process, which makes it easy for your body to release the protein within. After age 60, when digestion and enzyme production slow down, this is especially important. According to a 2019 study in Nutrients, older persons are about 30% more adept at digesting and using the amino acids in aged cheeses than they are from regular beef proteins. This implies less stress on the digestive system and greater muscle-building power per bite. Better yet, leucine, a crucial amino acid that promotes muscle protein synthesis and is particularly crucial in preventing sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, is abundant in Parmesan. Even if the majority of seniors don't consume enough leucine, 30 grams of Parmesan can provide more than 1.5 grams, which is sufficient to trigger muscular growth pathways. Use freshly shaved Parmesan on top of heated veggies, in omelets or even on top of whole grains to get the most out of it. Here's a trick too. Warm food helps release more taste and scent molecules, which can increase appetite and make eating more pleasurable, a problem that many older persons have. Don't go overboard though. Only a few teaspoons of this powerful protein source are needed. This is not something you'll find in a fashionable vegan cookbook or cereal box. However, the item at the top of our list provides more protein per pound than any of the foods we've discussed today. It's powdered dried fish. Indeed it is, in particular from lean dehydrated white fish such as pollock or cod. Protein is nearly pure when water is eliminated. The figures also don't lie. Amazingly, dried fish powder contains 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's almost twice what you get from an egg. It's more than whey protein, more than chicken breast, and more than the majority of supplements that seniors are squandering their money on. However, the number is not the only important factor. The bioavailability of this protein is what gives it its potency for persons over 60. This indicates that it is quickly absorbed by your body and used for muscle growth and repair nearly instantly, without altering their level of exercise. Seniors who took dry cod powder every day saw a 19% gain in lean muscle mass over a 10-week period, according to a 2020 clinical trial published in Clinical Nutrition. Its high concentration of vital amino acids, particularly leucine, which stimulates muscular building, is the key. The majority of seniors' diets don't contain enough leucine. Harvard researchers found that just 25 grams of dried fish powder contains more than 3 grams of leucine, which is more than enough to promote the production of muscle proteins. How is it used? You can consume it without using a spoon. For a breakfast high in protein, you can add this powder to soups, stews, mashed vegetables, or even stir it into savory oatmeal. It is perfect for older folks who have trouble swallowing or chewing tougher meats, because it is shelf-stable, easy to store, and doesn't need chewing. Just be sure to get premium food-grade varieties free of flavorings and salt. Since it is a clinical tool for regaining strength after 60, it is more than just a supply of protein. The statistics show that it is the most underappreciated food in the field of senior nutrition. Here are 10 actual foods that are higher in protein than eggs, all of which have been scientifically supported and shown to prevent muscle loss after the age of 60. The majority of seniors lose up to 1% of their muscle mass annually, and many are unaware of it until it is too late. However, you may quickly reverse it if you eat the appropriate meals and get the right kind of protein, not with medication, not with powders, but with actual foods that are high in nutrients and that your muscles can use and absorb. And don't forget that today's top-ranked dish was the meal. It provides roughly 3 times as much protein as eggs, and research indicates that it can restore about 20% of lean muscle mass without requiring any weightlifting. Big supplement businesses want you never to see that kind of data. Don't wait though, because you've already seen it. This week, start including these nutrients into your diet and observe how your strength, vitality, and mobility improve. Don't forget to leave a comment below. What surprised you the most about these foods? I read and respond to every comment. Make sure to subscribe for weekly videos with clear science-backed tips for elder health. Your muscles are listening, and they need nourishment now. If you're watching, show me you're here. Type 1 in the comments if this video resonates with you. Type 0 if it doesn't. And as always, feel free to drop your thoughts or questions below. Thank you for being here.